Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Anyone who ever gave you confidence, you owe them a lot. More tears are shed over answered prayers than unanswered ones. It's better to look at the sky than live there. You can love somebody without it being like that. You keep them a stranger who's a friend. You can't blame a writer for what the characters say. You can't give your heart to a wild thing. To me, the greatest pleasure of writing is not what it's about, but the music the words make. I don't care what anybody says about me as long as it isn't true. Life is a moderately good play with a badly written third act. We don't belong to each other, he's an independent, and so am I. It is no shame to have a dirty face, the shame comes when you keep it dirty. Reading dreams. That's what started her walking down the road. Every day she'd walk a little further, a mile, and come home. 2 miles, and come home. One day she just kept on. Love should be allowed. I'm all for it. Now that I've got a pretty good idea what it is. I'll never get used to anything. Anybody that does, they might as well be dead. Maybe the older you grow and the less easy it is to put thought into action, maybe that's why it gets all locked up in your head and becomes a burden. A conversation is a dialogue, not a monologue. That's why there are so few good conversations. Due to scarcity, 2 intelligent talkers seldom meet. Imagination, of course, can open any door, turn the key and let terror walk right in. Have you never heard what the wise man say, all of the future exists in the past? Our real fears are the sounds of footsteps walking in the corridors of our minds, and the anxieties, the phantom floatings, they create. It's bad enough in life to do without something you want, but confound it, what gets my goat is not being able to give somebody something you want them to have. The problem with living outside the law is that you no longer have its protection. We all, sometimes, leave each other there under the skies, and we never understand why. I'd rather have cancer than a dishonest heart. Which isn't being pious. Just practical. Cancer may cool you, but the other's sure to. The problem with living outside the law is that you no longer have its protection. I thought of the future, and spoke of the past. I couldn't understand a sense of unease that multiplied until I could hear my heart beating. There's got to be something wrong with us. To do what we did. Those fellows, they're always crying over killers. Never a thought for the victims. The enemy was anyone who was someone he wanted to be or who had anything he wanted to have.